What's up, fam? What's up? What's up? It's your guy, DJ Willie D. We are here today to talk about, a new competitor for Vibo, DJ. Have you heard? Songboard. Songboard.app is that website. Songboard.app. Songboard is in its infancy, and it is looking to be um, formidable, um, potentially. Potentially. Songboard doesn't have very many users that I could uh, find out. The Facebook page, the Facebook group is, I think, 26 members as of the day of this recording. This is August 2nd. Wow. Where is a year gone, DJs? But so let's take a look at this. Songboard essentially is, um, in my opinion, an up and comer. And now that they have established themselves and have expressed that they are a competitor to Vibo, which is quite a lift. It's quite a lift. So let's take a look. And this is the DJ side, or the owner side here. So it operates similarly to Vibo in that you've got templates, you've got public templates, your templates. Um, and I've put this thing pretty much through its paces. It does have a library scanner, and it works as just as Vibo's does, albeit maybe a little slower. Um, and that may have just been an internet anomaly when I was trying to work through it. So a little bit of grace applied there. You got your team if you're multi-op, so you can add your DJs into the team, into the roster, and apply them to events. Song lists works pretty much not that far off from what Vibo does. The process is a little different, and I'll get back to all this. I'm just going to kind of brush through this just kind of give you guys a first blush. Of course, account what you would expect it to be, workspace, your company logos, your website, and your default email invitation, so on and so forth. Pretty much the same there with Vibo, just a little different way of working, but it gets the job done. So let's go into a demo and show you all what's going on. Take that back. We're going to go to song lists first. To get your song lists in here, and this is pretty much your ideas section that your clients are going to see when they're looking to put songs in there. And we'll see what the client end looks like here in just a minute. So you're going to go over here to add songs. You'll go import from Spotify, and then you'll paste the link here. It'll import it, and you can add a cover photo for that playlist, and you save it, and then it adds it to your song list right over here. There are some public song lists offered by Songboard. These are done, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, by DJs. Let's see here. So there's a little bit of everything. You got some Latin in there. You got some Indian, EDM, dance, salsa, reggaeton, dance party, country sing-alongs. Let's see, 2000s. So a good start for the song lists anyway, for shared song lists, and I'm not mad about that at all. All right, so let's go to events. Event creation is much the same as Vibo, and here again, I'm gonna talk about most of this Songboard versus Vibo, and there'll be a lot of comparing between the two. And then towards the end of this, we'll get into some nuts and bolts and my honest opinion, and where one stands versus the other. So when you add an event name, your template, um, and then once you do that, your events will be there, and you can set the when you set up your event, much like Vibo, you set your location, the date. You can set your DJ arrival time in here, the ends at time, all the things, location, all of that. Um, Now moving to the board section. Board is pretty much the timeline and planning. Um, what timeline and planning is for Vibo, that is, this is um, boards for Songboard. And the first thing I want to do is walk you through inputting a card. And when you add a card, you can select what you want in this card, and this is a section. You know, time, songs, Q&A, notes. I always put notes in every section. I don't care what it is. Just, you never know. I would rather have a note section that doesn't get used than, a client get to a section and have a note to put in there and not have one. Anyway, so we're not going to put a time here. We're going to put just Q&A and notes. So I save that. Now, it throws this at the top. Now, this doesn't matter where you're at. If you're, looking right here in the do not play section and you're like, I want to put something, I need to add a card for that thing that the client was talking about. Well, you go to add a card and it's going to throw it at the top every time. If there's a way around it, I didn't find it. And subject to correction. If somebody from Songboard sees this, or maybe I can get back in touch with you guys on the chat. I didn't see a way around this. You have to drag your new card wherever you want it to be in there. So there's that. Not necessarily a big deal, but it's just something that takes a few more seconds, and you'll start to see a theme here in a little bit. So ceremony and prelude, let's just go take a look at that. So ceremony prelude, much the same again as Vibo. You've got your time right here. You've got add songs. Let's see. You've got your Q&A and Q&A. And again, this platform is still in its infancy. Excuse me. So if we go in here, one of my biggest cons for me personally and in my workflow is the question deal. And we'll kind of go back and forth between Vibo and Songboard towards the end of this, as promised. You're locked into two types of questions. One is a text input question, and one is a yes or no question. If there is something I'm missing here, somebody let me know, because I'm not getting. I don't get it. But so you've got a text question and a text answer. So again, text question, text answer, or a yes or no question. Now, we'll come up on why that's important, especially for DJs here in a little bit. Don't want to drag on about that too much right this second. So adding songs is pretty much the same. Like I said, you'll see your playlists in here. And right now we're going to go to the client interface. So let's swap over there. So this is the client view. So you've got all your information here, event information, email addresses, so on and so forth. And you go over here to the little hamburger and you can go view the board. So this is what the client is seeing and then putting their information. And let's go, for instance, right here to cocktail hour music. So this is where they've got their questions. They've got their note section down here at the bottom. And they go to add song and they go to import Spotify, and you can paste that, copy and paste the link right there and hit the import button and it pulls that music in. You can add songs manually. Let's do this. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it's going to pull it up and, well, it says no healthy upstream. I don't know what that means. Maybe somebody over there can help me out on that one. Let's see if, I got a pop it says no healthy upstream. So I don't know if we can listen to them inside the browser yet. That might be a limitation, but there we go. So we add the song and come out of there. So the song has been added. Save. All right. Oh no, sorry. I hit the save on the time. I wasn't editing the time. It automatically updates the song list. All right. What am I missing? What am I missing? At a glance, I don't think I'm missing anything right this moment. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start going between these two and showing you the big difference between the two. So let's come back over here to the browser. And for right now, we're going to talk about the DJ workflow around this. So we're going to go all the way. We're going to stay, let's see, I'm coming down to, let's come down to party songs. And we'll just kind of look at this section. So we're going to go to Vibo. And we're going to do a little comparing and contrasting here. So I'm already on the dance section. Now, one reason that I like, I don't like Soundboard's question options is because my best question for a lot of my clients now, and this is for me and the clients that I typically serve, your mileage may vary. You do you. I'm just saying for me, it's a big deal if I can't do questions in this format. I need sometimes if I just ask a text and leave an open answer, their open answer isn't what I need to know. So it's easier, much easier for the flow of things in order for us as DJs to make sure we have the proper information, the way that we can digest it and execute on needs prompts. And this comes by way of multiple choice questions. These options, especially a lot of clients don't know necessarily what type of music they want, or sometimes you need a selectable list, which you can do in Vibo. You can do your questions just about any kind of way you want. This question is one of my biggest questions. Not being able to format this in a way that gets me the proper answer. That's going to take some working around that I'm not sure that I would necessarily have time for. And again, your mileage may vary. If these aren't things that you would focus on, now, not a big deal, neither here nor there. Let's see. Let's go to, there was something. Oh, yes. One thing that I do like, and of course it's in its infancy, so I'm not sure what type of integration that they will have, but so far, Songboard does not allow YouTube integration. and I am a fan. Um, the one, the one gripe that I have always had with Vibo DJ from the start is they will let clients select songs from YouTube. And we can get into all the legal mumbo jumbo and should you, and I'm not gonna, that's not a hill I'm willing to die on as a DJ. So far as the argument, you do whatever suits you. Um, I'm not going to do it. I tell all of my clients, look, if it's a single one-off type of thing on YouTube, um, I'll try to reach out and get a uh, the okay from the artist to play it or get them to send me a copy or something like that. And sometimes that works, but there's a cutoff for that. 45 days prior to the event. If I haven't heard something, I may go to 30 days. But at that point, they have to pick something else. And that's just for my peace of mind, knowing that, you know, we're not, 5 days out from their wedding, and I'm waiting for an okay to properly and to legally play this song. And that's just me, but a fan of Songboard so far, not utilizing YouTube. All right. So we're going to go back over here to Vibo, and we're going to talk about the prep mode. Um, and I'm not going to go, well, I'll go until I feel like I've covered it all. So prep mode is the entire reason I believe most DJs are using Vibo versus other platforms. And we'll show you this, not necessarily real time, because I'm going to try to keep this from getting obnoxiously long. But so in Vibo DJ, when I go into prep mode, any section that they have put songs in populates in this one window. So I can go from their guest arrival, processional. I'm matching songs as I go. Anything that's 60% or better is probably going to be a proper match. And I've pretty much already prepped this event. But you can just kind of roll through here, and if a song shows up that you don't have, like this section right here has one song still showing up that I do not have. Actually, no, I do have that song. I just didn't find it. There's another one. I thought there was another one. There we go. Yeah. That's another one that, for some reason, I've got two folders that aren't showing up in the scanner, and that's a me thing. I just haven't corrected it. But so that's in a folder that's not showing up, but I know I have that song. But anyway, so I can look at this and I see 39 of 40 songs. So I know there's still one song in there hanging out that I need to make sure that I've got, that is not in properly in the N3U, and the N3U we're going to get to here in a second. So as you're going through all your sections and checking off your songs, and you go to download M3U, you're going to click download M3U. You're going to check all of these, and it's going to export all at one time these sections, all 14 sections. I think it's still limited to 10 that it can properly export. So you'll have to do you'll have to do 10, and then you'll have to come back for the last 4. And it'll split up the playlist one by one, put them all in a nice little package for you. And that's that. You can plug it right or drag it right into your virtual DJ or Serato or whatever software you're using, or your engine DJ, all that. Or for instance, if you're doing a corporate event and you've only got just a couple sections of songs, and it really doesn't matter the format or that you have them in separate playlists, you can just export them as one single playlist in an M3U and be done with it. But that's that. Now let's go over to Songboard and look at their export process. So ceremony prelude, we're here, and no songs there. We got songs here. I don't know. Tell me why my wife put 157 songs in this parents and grands procession. I know she just wanted to put some stuff in there so I could properly, you know, figure this stuff out. But um, let's go for this one right here. Running party procession. All right. So as I'm in here, I will go to, I'm in wedding party procession. I will go to export and let's see, playlist name, demo 2, wedding party procession. All songs for demo 2, wedding party procession. Yes, I will export that. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm doing the wrong thing. Scratch that. Okay, now it's going to check my library. Got 100% match here. Okay, we're going to go complete, and it's going to export or download this M3U file. Now, I've already tested this and drug it in, so I'm not going to download another one. But so that's the process. You download the M3U, but then you move to the next section. So you've got section by section, prepare and export. I don't have that song. So let's go to the next section. Man, my wife is picking some songs that I don't have, that I know I don't have. Yep. But so section by section, you're going to go through here and export each section independently. And that right there that's a pretty big deal for a lot of DJs. Having everything in one panel that I can click right here, check the songs, click right here, check the songs, same, download M3U once and download up to 10 at one time. That's kind of a big deal. And I'm not going to say it's a deal breaker. We're talking about, a platform that's less than a third of the price of Vibo. So now, am I gonna, kick and scream about that? No, not necessarily. But I would say, if anything, that would be something that I would work on. The rest of the workflow is really not nothing super critical about it. What I will say is there's one thing that Vibo offers that I am really, really missing in Songboard, and that is the DJ only sections. Me being able to set up a section that I'm going to see, that only I'm going to see. Maybe I'm looking for something like, a loadout list, or just a checklist or something like that, or maybe some special notes that I've made along the way about my couple, the family, and maybe certain um, important items that I need to make sure I remember the day of, like Uncle Tom does not get the mic at all, period, ever, for any reason. Or maybe there's a stressful situation or something I need to be sensitive of the day of, just, something like that. Maybe something that I can print off with my PDF, or that I've got on my tablet where I'm looking at my PDF of the event that day. That's pretty important to me. I use that all the time. Other sections that are important to me. This tutorial is every client's that I'm aware of. It saves me so much time in another session where I would have to literally walk them through the using the platform. If there was something like that where I could put make my own video, or maybe they make their own video, a generic video that we could use, something like that, being able to put that in there is a pretty big deal. Let's see here. This section is pretty important to me as well. Using my HoneyBook scheduler link for them to schedule their planning sessions, I didn't see a good way for me to put my link in there. Now I found a text spot to put it in there so they can at least copy and paste it, but it wasn't an active link. Um, Let me just double check one more time, just to be sure. Yeah, it's not selectable. It's not an active link. So it's just text. So that was um a little disappointing for me. Um, what else is there? Um, that's I would say that's pretty much it um on that side of things. Um, Now let's get to my opinion. My opinion, my personal opinion. Um, if they're wanting to be a Vibo competitor, they've got a super heavy lift. A super heavy lift. Um, I don't see any Vibo clients moving over to Songboard. I just don't see it. I don't see any benefit from coming to Vibo to Songboard. The workflow is um, it's not put together enough. It's not convenient enough. It's not fast enough. And that's the bulk of this. Most I would venture to say every Vibo DJ user is impressed with the speed at which we can plan an event, at the speed at which we can onboard a client and get them working on things and have them from 0 to 90% go um, in short order, and being able to, as the DJ, go in there after they've done their work and go from them completing their end to us as DJ being event ready in quite literally a matter of minutes. And if our library is synced up correctly, um, from the time we scan that library for any newly added songs in our library, matching them to exporting the M3Us, it's quite literally less than 10 minutes. Most times, if the work's done. Um, it's I don't want to say that they can't compete with Vibo. I'm just saying there's quite a bit of ways between the two to get there. Now, what is Songboard uh, good at? If you're not happy with your sheets, or you're not good at sheets, or you're struggling with um, your process, or you don't have a process, or uh, if you don't have something that can match your clients' songs against your library and put them in an M3U and export for your prep. If you don't have a timeline management system, something that is editable real time like this, that you can move items around, you can delete items, add items. Your client can add a section, that type of thing. Um, Songboard is definitely for you. Um, there's something I just gotcha. Um, if maybe if you're thinking about going Vibo and you don't have enough gigs on the books to warrant the cost, then Songboard is for you. If you're moving from one platform to another to another to another for trying to find something to stick to that is potentially going to grow into something that suits you better and better, and you have time to go along for the ride, Songboard is for you. Um, uh, Songboard is not Vibo DJ. It's in my opinion, it's comparing apples to jungle gyms. It's they're worlds apart. Now, to be fair, at the time of this recording, Vibo DJ is $180 a month. Songboard, the subscription, um, is $50 a month. So you're talking less than a third of the price. So uh, if I'm paying less than a third of the price, I'm going to expect no better than half the product. So um, that to say, now Songboard is coming along fairly well. I'm not turned off by it. I'm not disappointed by it. Um, but it definitely has its place in the market, and it and in their words, um, absolutely a competitor for Vibo. I think that's quite a statement. That's quite a statement. Um, but I don't think it's quite there yet. I hope it comes along. I'm going to keep track of it. I joined the Facebook group. Um, I spent the money so you don't have to. But the long and short of it is this: if you don't have something that you love, and don't have a process that speeds up your wedding prep and event prep process just a little more, uh, give it an honest look. Um, give it an honest look. If you already use Vibo and you're just utterly dissatisfied with one thing or the other, um, give it a look. I think it's going to be awful hard for any Vibo DJ users to make that leap. But if there's something with Vibo DJ that you're just disgusted by, or maybe the recent price increase is just you know choking you to death, maybe you don't have enough gigs to warrant that expenditure, give it a look. It's worth it. In my opinion, it's worth it. It's close enough, and it's coming along, and um, I think it's Adam over there on somewhere, Adam Berger. He's making an honest. He's taking an honest go at this. He's sinking some time in, and he's listening to people. It seems like they're going to make this into something that could potentially uh, meet the market where it is. But wow, that was a lot. That was a lot. If you find use in this, give it a like, give it a share, throw it out to a DJ that you think could benefit from hearing this, that you think could benefit from maybe giving something an honest flush out. And if you're joining Songboard, hop over to their Facebook group, Songboard DJs on Facebook. They'd love to have you there. Um, and again, um, kudos to Adam Berger on making something and going for the top company out there. Uh, that takes some big ones. And so kudos to you for that, and wish you all the best. And if there's anything I can do to help you out, I'm more than happy to do so. But until next time, fam, I will see y'all between now and then.